Me say no make them take advantage of you. Nah, 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 yeah. Young girl wanna school, yeah. No follow nobody. Cause that man where you call you sexy could be twice your daddy. Man, no time rough like greater. Plus your mama don't have it. Please me, I beg you, no make them come mess up your body. And you dirty man, leave the people beneath them alone. You dirty man, you know it's wrong. So leave the people beneath them alone. It's a disgrace, man. Ooh, you're just a waste man. A waste man.
Just a waste man, oh yeah.
Hey, mommy, if you listen to your daughter, won't you tell her she not happy? You see the signs and turn a blind eye. Me, I beg you to stop it. Cause that man where you ever come check you when you listen to the story. You left your young girl all alone. Not take your daughter, sell her to no
Dirty man, you dirty man.
Leave the people beneath them alone.
Leave them, dirty man. You know it's wrong.
So leave the people beneath them alone. It's a disgrace.
It's a disgrace, man.
Phenomenal. Holding.
Hello, guys. Welcome back to Life's Deceit with me, your girl, Jen Simpson. How are you guys doing? I hope that you guys are having an amazing day, an amazing afternoon, night, wherever you are in the world. Guys, you know how we always say children are the future? Children are the future. We have a special guest today, and her name is Teshae Star, best known as Teshae Star. Teshae is not only an amazing, phenomenal, powerhouse young woman. She's a student, she's a daughter, she's a friend, and she is a reggae artist straight out of Jamaica. She's best known for her song DutyMan, meaning dirty man, Gone Forever, which is a tribute to her friend that passed away, and then Teshae's Prayers. Teshae is the epitome of power, and she is fearless, and she's walking in purpose, guys. So, guys, let's welcome Teshae Star. Hi, Teshae. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How's your day going?
It's okay, I guess.
Did you have school today or no school today?
No school. I'm break.
You're on break?
Yeah.
It's a pleasure having you on the Life's Deceits podcast. When I messaged your mom, I was so delighted to know that you were excited to join the podcast with me today.
Yeah.
And especially Black History Month.
Yeah.
How do you celebrate Black History Month?
I don't do nothing.
No? Not in school?
No.
They don't celebrate Black History Month in school?
Yeah, they do, but not all the time.
Not all the time? Okay. Tell me what Black History Month means to you.
Celebrating like the Black community and Black people.
Yeah. Is there anybody that you would say that you admire?
Well, I admire my little sister and my mother.
Why do you admire mommy so much?
Because I would say she's strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Teshae, I want to know about you. Who do you think you are? Who do you call yourself? When somebody says to you, "Who is Teshae Silvera? Who is Teshae Star?"
Hmm. I say Teshae Star is a very talented person. What to say, sweet-hearted, have a kind soul, love helping, and I'm very caring. I'm a very caring person.
I could tell. How did you start? When did you discover that you had the talent to sing?
From the moment I could talk, honestly, I've been singing from the moment I could talk.
Really?
Yeah.
And when you first started singing, was there like a moment you said, "Mommy, I want to be an artist"? When did that start? When did you say,
I think that started when I was about when I was about 10 or so. I was singing and then my mom came just like we're just having fun and she recorded me out of fun and just posted it. So I didn't really nothing wasn't really planned.
"No"?
No.
Okay. And you're in Jamaica. I
Yes.
was raised. I was born in Jamaica, but I left when I was very young. I left when I was 5, so I didn't really get to enjoy Jamaica probably the way that you did. But I love Jamaica. Jamaica's dear to me. That's my home. What would you say it's like living in Jamaica, growing up in Jamaica? What would you say to the viewers today? What is the lifestyle in Jamaica like?
Well, it depends on which part of Jamaica you are because um you have some part where it's just pure poverty, violence, gunfire, and all those stuff. I've never really been to the what is it good side of Jamaica before, so I can only speak on behalf of the um part that I've been in, which is violence and so forth.
So, where in Jamaica are you from? Tell me about your community.
I'm from Kingston, Southside. Um, this place is unpredictable. 1 minute it's good, the next minute you don't know. So yeah,
Yeah. Okay. And growing up, were you raised with mommy and daddy or just mommy?
just mommy.
And what was that like for you?
To me, it was okay. It was okay. But I think at some point, um, hmm, I think at some point when we see other like kids with their father, it
Yeah.
just kind of threw me off. But it was good.
Yeah. So, I did an episode last my last episode I talked about parents, being how do we heal from parents, right? And I know
Yeah.
you said, sometimes when you see other kids with both their mom and dad, it makes you a little bit sad, right?
Mhm.
And obviously you would have questions, why weren't my parents together and where's daddy, right?
Yeah.
Do you find it challenging as a young girl not having your father around?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Well, you have a powerhouse mom there.
Yes.
She's a force to be reckoned with. So you got the best of both worlds without the physical male body there.
Yeah.
So you did a song, and that's what drew me to you so much years ago. Um, that song brought not just tears to my eyes, but peace to my heart. And my daughter is 9, and she loves that song. That's one of her favorite songs that you sing, and that's DutyMan with Romaine Virgo.
Yeah.
And I want to know, what made you say yes to doing that song? How did that song come about? Like what brought you and Romaine Virgo together?
Mm. Alright, so basically when my mom was like playing around making the video and she posted it, it
Yeah.
actually got very far and I think it was the
cleaner or something like that saw it, and he actually commented on it and like said he wanted to make my dreams a reality. And so we just go from there, and I got to meet him and everything. I was really excited.
And how was that experience for you meeting Romain and being in the studio with him? And you know, every little child, not even just little girls, dream of meeting celebrities, meeting artists, and collaborating with them. How was that experience for you?
It was awesome. It was really awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. And the song that you sang, how did that make you feel?
It honestly makes me feel good knowing that it was coming from what to say, a younger version of myself, giving basically like
Your perspective?
yeah, basically telling other kids my age to like be careful.
Yeah, and be aware, right?
Yeah.
When you were doing that song, what was going through your mind singing that song? Given that you've never experienced something traumatic like that, you know, when artists are singing songs, they have to be in a certain mental space, right?
Yeah.
And most of the times artists sing songs that they can relate to or their life story. um, what would you say made you feel, because when you sing it with heart and soul, and I know that's just your personality. In every single song you always have that heart, that piercing in your voice. And what were you thinking about?
I was thinking about like I always like watch the news. So I was thinking about like other kids being missing, other kids being raped and stuff like that. So like while I was singing, I just put all of that in my thoughts, like in my head, and imagine it. And imagine like what if that was me?
Yeah.
And I put myself in their shoes and just sing. And so that's why when I sing now, I have that, what to say, passion.
Right. And what was the impact you were expecting to come out of that song?
Honestly, I didn't even know. I didn't know.
Okay. Now, there's another song that you sing, Gone Forever, and that's about your friend Jazea. Am I saying her name correctly?
Yeah.
Now, I did speak to Mommy a little bit, but I wanted to know how you felt when you first found out about your friend passing away.
It was really sad knowing that she was like this very happy and jovial person, and to know that she died at such a young age was just very sad. And to see her mom going and crying and everything was just it was just sad.
Yeah. You know, the reason why I was excited to have you on the podcast and, highlight you for who you are as a person and your strength in writing and singing these songs is because, a lot of times, and this is where Life's Deceit, my podcast name, came from, a lot of times people would say children don't understand and children don't know anything and children can't feel what adults feel, right?
Yeah.
But your music, it's for everyone. It's for adults, it's for children. And kids go through trauma and pain and they don't know how to express it, but you express it through your music.
Yeah.
And your music has touched so many children. My daughter, she considers you one of her favorite artists. And, to see my daughter sit down and sing DutyMan and Gone Forever, and she's never experienced losing anybody or, anything traumatic like that. It shows that you are impactful and you are a part of history, not just Black history. You are opening gates for other children to say it's okay for you to write music like this and express your feelings. and I wanted to dive into Teshae's prayers.
Yeah.
How does your faith tie into you and your life? Because as kids, you feel pressure. Sometimes you guys go through frustration. Maybe not the same way as us adults, but how do you deal with that as a child? Because I could tell you're so brilliant and resilient.
How I deal with that is like mostly like sometimes I'll either write songs or to say sleep it off. I'll pray it off when I'm ready because I go to church.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically it. I'll either write a song, I'll pray it off, or I'll sleep it off.
Yeah. And your faith. Explain your faith to us. Where did that come from? Who taught you about faith and God and always keeping strong and never wavering?
My mom.
Your mom.
Yeah.
Beautiful. What is your hopes? What are your dreams? You starting this music career, and there's a misconception that when you start the music career, you just shoot off to the sky and that's it.
Yeah.
Where are you now with your music career, and what are you hoping and praying for?
Okay, so right now I'm not really making any music right now. Even though I have songs, I'm not really recording them at the moment because I'm more focused on school. And my dreams is to, when I grow up, I want to become a doctor as well. But on the side, I want to do music. I want to go on, what kind of place, Broadway.
Okay.
I want to big.
You're gonna get there.
Yeah.
You're gonna get there. That heart that you have, that fire that's burning in your soul, Teshae, I already see it. I already see you getting there and becoming a doctor. That's inevitable. You're going to make it with such a strong mother, and your heart is big. So I want to know, with school and career, how do you balance it? Like, do you ever find yourself, saying, okay, well, you want to sing, but then you have to focus on the school. What drives you?
Okay, I've been through that situation a lot. And I've reached this one point where I don't really know like what I want to do. Like I don't really know how to explain it, but I've reached this point like can't like balance like everything at once. So like we just put singing on hold.
Yeah. I feel like sometimes when you feel that way, you dig deep. School comes first always. Always comes first. When you feel the need to sing, sing. When you feel the need to write, write, even if you put it aside for later on. And then when you do put it out, you remember, okay, wait, I was 13 when I wrote this song. And now singing back that song, I'm in a different mindset. You can see how you wrote when you were 13 and now you're 20, and gradually everything shifts, right?
Yeah.
After working with Romaine, what happened after? Did anybody approach you about like signing you or doing another album with any other artists?
No.
No. Have you faced any challenges with friends after you started the song with Romaine, and then
Yes, I faced a lot of that because like most people like just probably just like won't be my friend because to say like I sing, right? So I have to be careful of that because to be honest, I went through a lot of like fake friends because I found out later that they were just only like talking to me because to say I am famous. And yeah, I'm a person, I don't really like keep a lot of friends. I just have like what to say, like either 5 or so. close friends like who I would talk to. So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't really like having a lot of friends.
And how do you deal with that when you realize that, okay, these people aren't being genuine? They only want to be my friend to be attached to me because, they think I'm famous, or, they feel like if they're attached to me, then they're going to get something from me, or I'm going to put them onto something. How do you deal with that?
Right away as I found out, I just cut them off.
Cut them off?
Yeah.
I like that. I'm glad that I'm having you on here today because I think a lot of kids go through that where they're, trying to navigate through fake friends. How do you address a fake friend? How do you address somebody that's trying to use you and they mean well? Um, I know you, so spirit of discernment, I know that you're young, you're 15, right? 15 years old?
Yes, I'm 15 years old.
And you turn 16 when?
August, 8th of August.
8th of August. Does mommy talk to you about the spirit of discernment?
Spirit of discernment? Yes. Sometimes.
Tell us about the spirit of discernment. What do you know so far about the spirit of discernment?
Did you talk to me about the spirit of discernment?
Am I on camera?
Mommy can come. Come, mommy.
Okay. She's like bringing me in this interview.
Come on, mommy. Let's talk.
Hi,
Corona. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Let me answer Teshae. Of course, I did talk to you about spirit of discernment. Maybe you don't remember that the word is discernment. Tell you that you do have the spirit of discernment. Even as an example, we were walking one day and this lady wanted to pray for us and you were like, no mommy, I'm not feeling this lady. And I was like, let her pray. And you said, there's something about this lady that is not right. So your spirit of discernment is even stronger than mine. And I told you that is the spirit of discernment. You remember now?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
There, see, mommy jogged your memory.
Yeah.
It's funny because the spirit of this. I've been teaching my son. He's 13 about the spirit of discernment, right? Because a lot of times we'll hear people say they want the best for you, and you think they want the best for you, and you're listening and you're saying, yes, this person's the one. They believe in me, and I'm gonna tread along with them. Not realizing you got to pay attention to your spirit. What does your spirit feel when that person says that to you? Because you can hear the words and your mind is saying, okay, I'm receiving it, but your spirit is colliding with their words.
It's not. It's like,
yeah.
No.
So I noticed that she said, fake friends, she just cuts them off, but she seems like she has that spirit of discernment already and she knows.
Yes, that's what I'm telling her that she does. She's like, once you cross Teshae, that's it.
Yeah.
I am more a chance giving person. So I am more easily get used by someone. But Teshae, if she feel like you cross her, that is it.
Yeah.
With her, she's not giving you another chance.
Forgive, but no more chances. And that's a good thing for us to teach our children because that's how we consistently get hurt. And that's how these kids get hurt.
Yes, true.
It's because they don't see it. So I wanted to bring you on because, I've seen how much you support Teshae in her dreams and the type of mother figure that you are a strong tower for her and she looks up to you a lot. Yes. How was it raising Teshae by yourself and, making sure that you gave her what she needed and the love and the support and the nurturing?
All right, I should first say as a mother that I don't show her some of the things that I go through. Yeah. But I am sure that as she grows, she saw that it wasn't easy. As a single mother, because ever since I was pregnant with her, I know our father, he couldn't have his way with me, so he left. So I had to do all of that by myself. It was not easy because bear in mind that I was young, I was 19 at the time. I didn't get to finish high school. And sometimes it all falls back on our childhood. Yeah. Our parents, how we were raised, and I did not raise with love. Yeah. I did not know what love is. So I am out there in the world searching for what my father didn't give me, or my mother didn't give me, from the wrong set of people.
Yeah.
And so their perception of what they showed me love was, it was totally wrong. And so when I was trying to take myself away from that situation, I ended up already being pregnant. And I was like, what am I going to do? I don't know what to do. And so when I had to share, I got a little help from my aunt. She said, come, let me help you a little. And I appreciate that help because I didn't know anything about a newborn baby. Now, it was a real struggle, upping from minimum wage job to minimum wage job, working in wholesale just to doing hair because I can comb natural hair. So I would do that just to put some food on the table for her. So to be honest with you, God always provide, even if it's one slice of bread. I am making sure that she eats it. So she have never been to her bed hungry. You know, whether I have a job or not, God always provides something at the end of the day, and I give God thanks for that. But it's still not an easy road, especially now that situation occur where we are not living together at the moment because financial situation arise where I was working and then bam, I lost my job due to certain circumstances as a caretaker. The home that we were living in, I also lost that home because I couldn't pay the rent. So we have to leave. So now she is staying with my aunt, which I will have to by now and next month. It's just the grace of God right now. Because I will have to find a home. I am now staying with my cousin because it doesn't really matter. It's not about the struggle. It's about the favor of God, to be honest. Because we could have been in the streets. My aunt could have said, no, I cannot keep her. My cousin could have said, no, you cannot stay here. So despite everything that, we have a roof over our heads, and that is all that really matters.
Amen.
Yeah.
But you know what?
So,
I challenge you, Teshae. I want you before the end of the month, and you're going to come back to me. I'm going to make sure. I'm going to check in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to check in, okay? I want you to write a song to your dad. That's my challenge for you. Because, your mom talked about not being raised by proper parents. And, I've been speaking a lot about giving our parents grace because they only know what they know, and they can only do what they're taught.
They love what they, yes.
Yes.
I said that too, that my father, because my father grew me, my mother left, because of physical abuse from my dad.
Yeah.
And we saw that. And so I didn't blame her for leaving. But what I blame her for was not looking back. You left, but you could have still showed us love. You didn't leave and go far, but we didn't get that. And then our father, he was not raised with any love either, so he did not know how to show us love. So I really and truly don't blame him. What I blame him for is when you have another partner, right? It is clear, you can definitely see if that person is abusing your child or not. You are there,
right?
And so I blame my dad for allowing that to happen, not just to me but my other siblings too. You let her, your baby mother that you got, take advantage of us, and it's not something that you really get over, and it affects your personal life growing up. Because I grew up with so much resentment, with so much hate, that when I started to have my own kids, I did not know how to love them. I had to go to parenting classes and stuff because I wanted to do better for my kids, because it wasn't always pretty, it wasn't always loving, because I never knew, but especially with Teshae, I never knew how to love her. And this is the reason why I always try to be honest with her. How I grow, I don't hide anything, I don't pretty up anything, I don't try to let anything look perfect. I went to parenting this program, that and I jump on these programs to make sure that I am a better mother, than my mother ever is, ever was, and ever will be. You understand?
And that's a part of
yes.
breaking the generational curse
Yes.
and cycle, is that you said it right there. And you know what? Especially in the Jamaican community, we don't want to do that. We want to stick to what we know. This is what we know, so we're going to continue to run with it and carry it along forever. And this is why I love the dynamic between you and Teshae, because we're not going to pass the blame anymore. You know what? Our parents didn't do right by us, but now we have life, we have breath, and we have the willpower to do better and learn better with our children. And you know, when God puts a calling on your life and gives you an assignment to break generational cycles, the enemy will attack, and he will attack. And we have to pull our children in with us and show them, hey, we're breaking the cycle together. My mom, and we can't hide it from them, because a lot of times when we're raising our kids and we do certain things, or we bark after them and yell at them, and you know, we treat them a certain way or mishandle them, they build up that same resentment. They're thinking, well, mommy, you could have treated me better. Mommy, you didn't have to say it that way, right? But now that we have that willpower, we could say, you know what, Teshae, this is how I was raised, and I'm gonna do my best to not raise you the way that my parents raised me, and I'm gonna love you greater than my mother could ever have loved me. Yes. But then also, while we're telling them those stories, let's not let them build that resentment for their own grandparents. No. Because we're just repeating the cycle, right?
Yes.
So I love this dynamic that you guys have. You guys, you know, people say, oh, you can't be best friends with your kids. You can be best friends with your kids, but there are boundaries.
Yes, there are boundaries.
There are boundaries. And I see that you are a thriving mother, not a surviving mother. You are a thriving mother. And I love that about you.
Thank you.
You thrive through yourself and through Teshae. You foster respect and morals.
Yeah, because my job is to protect her at all costs, especially. All right. So I noticed that ever since Teshae started to sing, that she's been getting a lot of attacks. I remember when she just started to sing, there were a lot of pedophiles trying to get to her. I think they were upset about the song. Yeah. Some would come out with it in the street like, why should I sing the song then? Because it offends them. Yes. It wouldn't offend you as a male or even a female. It wouldn't offend you and saying that the song is annoying or she shouldn't be singing the song at that age if you did feel some form of guilt inside.
Exactly.
And so they took it to her Instagram inbox, where they were inboxing her. The last incident now, since everything happened and we got separated, when she called me and said, Mommy, something disturbing happened, someone came into my Instagram act saying that they heard that I died. And I was like,
the blood of Jesus.
What? Mm-hmm. Yes, and I said, what? And that is when I said, you know what? Let me pray for my daughter, because she's not gonna die. And I said, you are not gonna die. And then persons approach her at school saying that I heard that you died. Now, why would you approach a child regardless? You see that she's alive.
Yeah. Yeah. So why would you say that?
Yeah. So I had to pray that off until it died down.
Yeah. You have to cover her.
Yeah.
You have to cover her.
She go through a lot of attack also. A lot of challenges. I know that she has a lot of hurt, because when the interview just started, I realized that she was emotional. There's a lot of pain, a lot of hidden pain, that some of it I don't think that you talk about it. We can talk about it.
And, you know, Mom, I want to ask you, you know, we talked about generational cycles and, you know, not being raised by the right parents. What do you do together with Teshae to try to break those cycles? Like, what are you fostering in her? What are the things that you're...
All right. So while she was growing up, I think I was a bit rough with her, and so that she's older now, I told her to be more outspoken, because I think that she grew, and I'm just being honest as a mother. I think that I grew her with a little fear. I didn't purposely instill that fear inside of her to be afraid of me. Mm-hmm. Because I didn't know what love was, how to show the love. I was always shouting, Teshae, don't do this, Teshae.
Yeah.
And I was so focused on teaching her from a younger age how to spell her name, how to get, how to this, how to that, where I forgot to show her the love. So, you know, I catch myself very early though. And that is when I started to go to these parenting classes, because I realized that I needed help. And in order to make my child happy, to make her feel that she can come to me with anything, I needed help because I could not do it alone, and I seek that help. And so I started to come to her and saying that, Teshae, I do not want you to be afraid of me. I do not want you to feel any form of fear. If anything should happen, I want you to come to me first. Don't go to a friend. You don't go to nobody. You come to me first, and know that I will not judge you. I will not judge you. And that is how our relationship started. And also, you see physical. You see our parents, as they speak, poof.
Yes.
That was also me.
Yeah.
It is sad to say. I started off as my parents was. But God is good. I catch myself in the middle of it. And I catch myself through a dream, funnily. I had a dream that I hit her and she didn't get up.
It's not sad to say, because I did the same thing. We, you know, we're all raised on beating.
Yeah.
Who wasn't raised on beating? If they say they weren't, I lie to my tell.
Yeah, out here in Jamaica, beat now. Yeah,
Right?
get some lick.
Listen, I'll tell leather belt, leather slippers, skin wheel up. But
yeah,
we start out how we know best to start out.
Yeah.
But when we correct ourselves, that's the beauty in it, right?
It's abuse. Whether we want to believe it or not, it's abuse.
Yeah. And don't feel guilty for it, because I did it with my son. I had to say to my partner, you know, so we can't beat him no more, because it's either we're going to hit him one day and something bad's going to happen, or he's going to grow up to resent us and hate us.
Yes.
Because we don't always have to use force to get the message across to the child. If they respect you enough and you didn't make them lose respect for you, they will listen and they will hear and they will do as you say.
Yes.
And you know, it's funny.
Sometimes I have to speak to them more than once about the same thing, but they are kids. We were once kids, so.
And we have to remember that we were kids. We did things. We weren't perfect, and we didn't like when our parents scolded us. I was listening to a Julie Mango video this morning where she was basically breaking down things that our Jamaican parents say to us and what does it mean. Picnic, wash up your plate. And then she would explain, like, you know, it's only one dish, but the parents said, you can't wash your one dish in I sink. And she explained that they're basically telling you that even though it's one dish, you can manage anything in life.
Yes.
And how much they instilled fear in us. Don't go out there because something happened to you. But it was that fear, so our kids don't travel the world when they get older. They don't explore what they like and what they don't like, because automatically we already told them that they're not going to like it. Just because we don't like it doesn't mean that they're not going to like it for themselves.
Yes, true.
And because that's another thing.
I have a great fear of heights. And because of that, I have never once thought about traveling.
We're going to cancel that fear, you know, we're going to travel.
But I am saying that, I was saying from last year that, Teshae, we want to go on small island now. When our birthday comes, we want to travel, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, Antigua. I know that they love her in Antigua. And I was like, I hope that one day I can get some promoter, somebody to book her in Antigua. I think that's the first place, because they love her over there in Antigua.
Yeah.
And I noticed that. And I was like, we need to take the plane. Yes, we do.
Yes, because I had the same fear. I didn't want to travel alone.
If it means that anxiety is going to take me and I'm going to, we go.
Yeah, the fear got me so bad. I didn't want to leave the country by myself. And when I finally did it, I was like, thank you, God. Because we're not going to always be able to bring people with us everywhere we're going. So I'm going to turn down opportunities because I can't fly alone.
No.
We're canceling fears and we're planning trips this year. Here, Teshae? So, Teshae, what is your hope for your music? How do you expect it to impact kids, especially children? Because, you know, your music is, you know, people would say, like your mom said, you're not supposed to be singing those types of songs. Kids aren't supposed to be speaking like that. But your music is really for children, because kids are going through everything that you sing about. Kids have lost their friends, whether it's through, you know, gun violence, sickness, just pass away in their sleep. Kids have been molested, physically abused, and they're angry, suicidal. Kids have dreams and prayers to God too, and they're waiting for it to happen. And as adults, we understand more the essence of waiting on God, but kids don't really understand that process yet. That sometimes we'll ask for something and it will take all 10 years for it to come. So your music is a sounding board to children.
Yes.
What is your hopes and dreams in the future for your music and the impact that it will have globally? Because it's going to be global. You hear your mom say Antigua?
Yes.
I just hope that it gets me like very far because I actually love doing music. So I hope it gets me very far. I hope it allows me to travel the world, as mom says, because I think it was some days ago. I don't really remember when my mom was saying that she wanted to ride a camel. And I was like, out of everything,
a camel.
I want to go to Africa. Yes, I will.
So yeah, I just hope it gets me very far.
And it will.
It will. Mm-hmm. And do you have any new music coming out soon? Tell me about the new music you've been writing.
Well, I actually had more than one music put down. Yeah.
It's just
anything
for her.
So you have new. Sorry, say it again.
It's just like to get someone to work with her now, because she does have a song. She does have a particular song that she wants to get released.
Can you, if you don't mind, can you give us a little sneak peek of that song? You can sing a little piece of it for me.
Just do the chorus.
And do the first verse.
Okay.
Now focus on no negativity. Yes, a time for face reality. Can't take no more poverty. My time to shine bright and free. Rise up, get out of the dust. You waste so much time. Yes, a time for broke your ducks. Rise up, focus on your dreams. I for make my mommy proud. No, me not follow the crowd. Rise up, get out of the dust. You waste so much time. Yes, a time for broke your ducks. Rise up, focus on your dreams. I for make my mommy proud.
Wow. Oh my gosh, I love that song. You see me, you have me in tears, and I said, God, don't let me cry today. Yes. That's beautiful. I can't wait for you to release it.
Let her hear the second verse. Let her hear the first verse. And that's my favorite verse. In this
race called life, you've got to win it. Got to touch the stars if the sky is the limit. 'Cause I'll never fail, we must prevail. Victory is ours, we were born to be great. Straight outside, I'm a mama's pride. Blazing the trail like an asteroid. Know me up your rise, make the enemy see. Plus my family, I depend upon me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It's a song that I really love, and I would love her to put it out there even before her birthday. Yeah, I would love her to put it out there, but I need someone good to work with her on this song.
Like I'm not even trying to pretty it up for you, Teshae. I'm not even trying to make you feel good today. Your voice, it's like an angel. When you sing, it's like you're speaking to my soul. Every song, I don't have any song of yours that I don't like. I love them all. But DutyMan speaks to me because I've experienced it. And to see such a powerful girl like you, so young, sing that song, it reminded me of so much that I overcame everything they said I wouldn't.
Amen.
And to have my daughter listen to it and know, listen, you better be aware, don't be like me. and tell them DutyMan no look pan you. So that song, it's powerful, and your voice, you're gonna go far. What leave us some gems today. Leave a message for our viewers and the kids that are watching today and saying one day I want to be like Teshae Silvera, Teshae Star.
So for the kids that are watching, I just want to say, stay focused. Chase after your dreams. Don't ever give up. You can be what you want to be, and just chase your dreams. Don't listen to what others have to say to you. Just know what you want and just go after it.
Amen.
Thank you. And please leave all your social media accounts so people can follow, get connected to you, reach out to you for projects, collaboration, because listen, we're praying over this.
Amen.
And we're trusting God that God's going to bring blessings, because God will bring the blessings.
Okay, so my Instagram is Teshae Star.
Teshae _
Teshae _star. My TikTok is just Teshae. My Facebook is Teshae Silvera, and my YouTube is Teshae Star.
Okay, I'm gonna leave all the social media links in descriptions so you guys can go on and follow her, like her videos on YouTube, reach out to her, collaborate. You will be doing a great deed by collaborating with this star. She is a star. She couldn't have picked a better name for herself. As we continue to go through Black History Month and we really dive into our history and the things that we went through. Yesterday, I had an interview and the lady said, we didn't start at slavery. We didn't start at slavery. We started at royalty. We are royalty. We are kings and queens, and we were born with greatness and purpose. So as we continue to go through Black History Month, let's extend love, grace, and continue to break these generational cycles together, because we can't do it alone. We were raised on things that, are traumatic, but our parents and our families did the best that they could, but we could do greater. And that's what we're here to do. Break generational cycles, turn stones, and create a better future for our children. Plant new seeds that our children will continue to water even when we leave this earth. Plant new seeds that our children will be able to pass on to their children and their children after that. And continue to grow and flourish in our Blackness, because we are Black. We are powerful. We are love. We are greatness. And we're born royalties. Teshae and Corona, thank you so much for agreeing to do this interview. It was a pleasure having you guys on here. And off here, we're going to connect, because now we are one. We're family. And that will continue. The link now broke. Yeah. So thank you guys. Teshae, I hope you have a wonderful... Sorry, say it again, honey.
Thank you for having us too.
Of course. I can't wait to have you back, Teshae, so you can sing that song. And end of the month, what are you doing for me?
Writing a song to my father.
Yes. And you know what? I didn't say you had to give it to him.
Cause that's her.
I seen the look on your face, but I never said... You don't have to give it to him.
I will have to monitor her, right? I will let her write a song, but I will have to review it before she sings it.
No bad word, Teshae. No bad word. But that's my challenge to you, because I feel like if you start there, you'll release that pain, because I see it. And we have to forgive, because I had those questions. Why couldn't my dad do more? Where were you? I needed you. You have us here struggling. Where are you? So when you write that song, me and you gonna sing it together. And Teshae, me can't sing, so don't make me sing. Don't make me sing. Thank you guys. It was a pleasure. And I will be in touch with you guys soon, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Have a good day. Mwah. Love you guys.
Bye.
phenomenon. Colding.